confidence today.
O'Neal, her strike is complete. It goes for 9 yards. Edwards was injured in week 1. Edwards, the transfer from Maryland, who they were set to go with. This is Kekahuna, who they love to get into space and try to get him the ball any way they can. Billy Edwards.
We get the block. He's able to beat the double team and get home and get the sack. We talked in the open. Alabama's now Wisconsin takes over in Bama territory.
Yeah, that was the first time this season Bama hasn't scored a touchdown on their opening drive. But man, oh man, does the defense help out. Intercepted Alabama. It's Bray Hubbard with the pickoff.
A really nice job of Bray Hubbard this time, just watching the quarterback's eyes. He gets a bit of a jam on the Wisconsin tight end, and he's able to get into his zone drop. He's playing over here. He's watching back at the QB after the jam to get underneath the route and make this interception. Bray Hubbard, a former high school quarterback, had 3 picks at the end of last year when he started the last 6 games taking over for an injured Keon Sabb. He has made such a difference on this defense because of the takeaways, and that now the 5th turnover. Watch him slap the arms down of Emerson Mandel, the right tackle. That is textbook to try to get him picked, and that clears the true freshman through. He just absolutely bowls Kerry.
3rd and 5, sprint right to get away from the pressure. Throw back against the grain to Mason, and Lance Mason with blockers in front downfield as he had Riley Mullman, the left tackle, clearing the way.
Trying to get all the flow on defense going that way as well, and then you go misdirection with the screen back to the tight end. And Lance Mason really is a great tool in this offense. We saw him last week line up in a 3-point stance and an extra offensive lineman now moving pre-snap too. A lot of creative stuff.
2nd and short. This is Yakimelli on the carry. 2nd and 21. They go with the reverse. Henry, the end around by Henry. Oh, he took a big hit near midfield from Bray Hubbard, who had the interception earlier today as he finds the tackle on the end around.
I got to tell you, and just get ready for the most dramatic halftime report ever.
Renfro is back in at center. Remember, he left the game earlier here today.
I want a ladder match.
Oh, you'd be so good in that role. Here's Dylan Jones with a good effort.
About him, it's his first true road start against an outstanding pass rush in Tennessee. The Vols have 8 sacks this year. And listen, from a guy that's
3rd down and 8 after the penalty. Pressure off the right side, but he's able to get it free and get the first. In the formation is Danny O'Neal. Play clock is counting down as he quickly gets it out and does so for a first down.
Aggressive play calling style we're seeing as well.
This time O'Neal keeps it, and it's a good decision. Listing of the crew was misprinted for this game.
Wow.
I apologize and hope Stan is all right. Darian Dupree on the carry.
Well, did you see Bray Hubbard just come up and make that stop? 0 hesitation. You talk about flying around, playing aggressive. He's coming from the left of your screen. There's number 18. No hesitation. Hello, Darian Dupree. Bray Hubbard already with an interception early in this game, but he's making his presence felt.
O'Neal with time, and that ball's intercepted by Hubbard. His 2nd. You're just raving about him, and Bray Hubbard now with 2 INTs on the day.
Well, this time Lance Mason, who we've been bragging on as a tight end, he kind of left his quarterback hung out to dry. He's running a corner route, an out-breaking route against Bray Hubbard. And the top of the route, he's got to cross his face, and he's got to protect his throw. This is it right here. This is Hubbard getting the pick. But watch at the top of the route. Instead of going in front of him, he decides to try and run a little bit behind him. You can't do that when you're running out-breaking routes to the perimeter. Bray Hubbard gets his 2nd pick, and everything going Alabama's way. Schedule, they're going to play Garrett Nussmeier, John Mateer, Lenore Sellers, etc.
O'Neal's going to dial it up downfield, but it's beyond the reach of Ballard.
The only other guy to do it. Pretty good company.
That message has been simply practice. Unstoppable performances presented by Ram Truck.
How good's Bray Hubbard been in the back end here? Interception really early. Remember, that was right after they turned it over on downs. And the hits coming up, defending the run, then getting another interception late. 2 picks for the former high school quarterback. He's counting them off. He has been the back line of defense, and he's really, really leaving his mark early this season, I think, on Bama's defense.
2nd and 4. Wow. And a good run fit that time as Giacomelli is met.
Saw Hubbard that time getting in another big shot.
Yes.
Coming up. But just the more reps he gets, and he's getting used to playing the safety position.
You got to know it, live it, breathe it, understand the scheme, and just play it. And that's what they do here with Aker again. Remember, he had the
in for an arm.
That was very intentional last week with Austin Mack. I know a lot of the reporters down here in.
This could be a very, very magical year for Alabama.
2nd and 1 for Danny O'Neal and the Badgers. O'Neal being chased. O'Neal survives it and then lunges ahead for the first. 84 straight games against unranked opponents at home, going all the way back to 2008, Jesse.
I think there's a lot to take away from this. If you're Kalen DeBoer in Alabama, getting guys healthy, Ryan Williams obviously a big part of that, but just go back to what we said at the start.